My parents still live in La Grande, Oregon, and so during the summer, I moved to Oregon during the summer, every summer, since longer than I've been married. My husband, though, now gets to come with me. So every year I used to have to, because somebody had to draw the short stick. Eventually, some years there's no fire. So what are you going to do? I happen to have higher qualifications than my husband did, so he drew the short stick, had to get a real job. So he went out and he got a job, and I get to play every summer now, still, which is great. But yeah, I actually said, and now I'm a strike team leader. So I'm like super stoked. I get to teach I did that so I could teach the 230 class, the crew boss, and 231, the engine boss. I love those classes. That's like you see the really advanced guys. They're really getting into their career, just starting to advance into, I get to run my own engine next year, kind of thing. And so that's always fun to see those guys. And I have loved being part of the transition that a lot of the agencies, there was a lot of things in the past that we were either allowed or not allowed to do, unspoken sometimes or spoken other times. It's really been wonderful to see that a lot of the agencies or the people who work for the agencies, different teams and stuff, are more open now to allowing contractors to be in more operational roles, overhead roles, not like a whole bunch of like super powerful people, just to assist with things where there may be a lack of qualified personnel for certain times. Having us, be able to be strike team leaders and stuff like that has been a really great benefit to me personally. I've really enjoyed doing it because it's not only is it challenging to do, but I feel that if you're not learning, if you don't continue to learn, then you might as well not be doing what you're doing. You should always be learning. And unfortunately, because as a contractor, I can only reach a certain level of active fire behavior, a certain level of job description, I guess. The incentive to learn for an independent contractor is, kind of falls by the wayside sometimes because we can only attain a certain level of operational leadership. Once you reach that level, it's kind of like, well, what's the point of me going to more classes, What's nice is that they've opened that opportunity up, so it does open the way for more classes and things. Now, I would do it anyway. I would take those classes anyway, even though they're not required, because I love learning and I love knowing more stuff. I think it makes me a better firefighter. But it's really nice that the agencies have started allowing more. I wish they would have let us be like task force leaders and division soups and stuff. Not that we would ever do it, but to be able to at least be there in that position, to be qualified to, if anything, to at least assist. If they have, with the fire seasons we've been having, sometimes there's so much stuff going on, and they need those resources. There's nobody left. And so it would be really nice if we could do stuff like that. And now I'm trying to do stuff like that, like task force leader. I'm currently working on my ICT 4 and my task force leader test books. Technically, I can't hold those positions, but I'm working on the task books anyway, so that I can at least have the knowledge of knowing how to operate in those positions. And I found it's been very enjoyable. But like I said, most private sector people, they don't have, there's really no incentive to keep going in your education, which is kind of sad. I wish there was more of an incentive. But oftentimes it's just you kind of get to that point and then you're, okay, well, that's as far as I can go. It's kind of like having a regular job. Well, I've made it to vice president. That's about as far as I'm going to go, or middle management or whatever,